everyone, welcome back to the House of Queens podcast. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We asked people on social media to ask us questions that they want us to answer about our life, careers, views, basically anything, and we got a lot of good questions, so we're just going to go ahead.
We're going to dive into it.
The first one that I really liked, and it kind of stumped me, is what emerging trends do you believe will significantly impact female entrepreneurs in the next 5 years? I can think of a negative impact right off the top of my head. I think that it will have a negative impact on relationships because with more and more women climbing to the top, climbing to success, being in entrepreneurship, that takes away from the traditional views that women have always had as being stay-at-home moms and taking care of the family, taking care of their husbands, taking care of their kids. And women in the business really don't have time for that. They're about their shit, right?
Yeah.
So I think that it will negatively impact relationships, especially with men like Andrew Tate out here promoting certain views as he does, where men are the providers and men should be doing all that and women should be the ones staying at home. I think it'll be hard to find balance in relationships as time goes on. We are seeing more and more woman-led businesses, women up there. Yeah. So I can think of, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I would say like a positive thing about it though is that like seeing women finally get to that stage in their lives where they are making an impact in business, I think it can inspire younger women, younger girls to do the same and give them a sense of like independence. It gives them a sense of like understanding and learning who they are. Mm-hmm. I feel like oftentimes, especially now, like a lot of young girls who are entering that stage of like getting into relationships and whatnot, like their identity is solely based on their partner. Like when I was growing up, that was how I was. Like when I was 16, 17 and I was dating, mm-hmm. whatever my little boyfriend wanted to do and whatever he was into, I was into.
You were into it automatically.
Right. Yeah. Automatically, off top. So like, I think the more women that come out and they're not afraid to like say, hey, I'm going to be this powerful go-getter ass woman. I want to inspire other young women. I want to show them they can be their own person. I want to show them that they can be successful. I think that's going to help generations down the line of young women.
Absolutely.
To do the exact same thing. And I think overall, it's going to be great for the United States. We have way too many men in business that are flipping narcissists. And not to say that women are not. I think there's less of us that are. And I think it can be very positive in that aspect.
Oh, yeah. I think there's more positive than negative, though.
Absolutely.
In that question, especially in the next 5 years. I mean, so much can change in 6 months, let alone 5 years. So I'm excited to see where life takes us as women in business.
Women in business, yeah. What's the next question?
Okay, the next question. How do you manage your job and outside life?
We don't.
We don't. We literally don't. Yeah. I don't know what it's like for you, but for me, I think I'm like so solid with the people that I have in my life, and I have a very small circle. Very, very small circle. Yeah. She's my best friend. I have another best friend, and my other best friend doesn't even live in Oregon. So my other best friend is doing her thing just as we are. You know, trying to reach her goals, working on herself. And I already work with her. Like, I see you every day. Yeah. So it's not necessarily like we have to break away from work to see each other and hang out. And then I live with my family, so I go home and I see my family, right? So that's the only balance I need personally right now. Like, I got my work, and then I got my small circle that understands exactly how I am. They don't take it personal if I'm not responsive, if I'm not trying to do anything. And I think that's also the key, is just finding people who understand you and are also go-getters and are doing the same things as you. Yeah.
I feel like for me, I have 2 kids. I have a husband. And then like my work is like my other child. Like, and it's my 3rd child. I mean, my 2 kids came first after my business. So like, obviously like they're always going to be the priority, but I find myself still trying to figure out ways that I can learn to balance and make sure that I am dedicating enough time with family.
There's
and
always,
then like dedicating enough time. Cause I mean, I live with my family too, but I still find myself like, I'll leave the office, I'll go home, maybe hang out with the kids for a couple of hours and like give them my full attention, and then like I'm
Go
right back
to
on
work.
the computer and I'm like typing away, and then my husband will come home and he wants to watch TV and like hang out, and I'm like, I'll see you on Saturday. So like it is very hard for me to try to find that balance, because I have that, like, I have such a strong vision of where I feel like I need to be first before I can kind of like chill.
Yeah.
But you know, we'll see. I just feel like it's really hard to find balance when you have such strong goals. It's really hard.
It's hard. And whoever tells you they have it figured out doesn't. Because just because I'm comfortable with everything going on in my life, that doesn't mean that I'm not looking for more, and that doesn't mean that it doesn't get harder as time goes on.
Totally.
But again, having people in your life that understand you and understand how ambitious you are and what you want to do, where you want to take your life, it helps so much. Because I know people that would like get offended or be super upset if I keep declining a hangout or I keep flaking, right? It's like, I'd rather focus on what I need to do.
Yeah, totally.
All right, next question, you guys. Okay, why is Scarface your favorite movie, and what is Ty's favorite movie?
Oh gosh, we know why Scarface is this woman's favorite movie. She's like the thuggiest thug. But go ahead, Dina, answer. Enlighten us all, please, for the love of God.
Oh my God. Okay, there's a lot of misconceptions about why I love Scarface so much. Clearly. Not to say that that's not true.
Exactly.
But, okay, so for me, it's not because I want to live that particular lifestyle or that I'm fond of that particular lifestyle. I read in between the lines. I think there's a lesson in the movie. It also resonates with me because of my dad's story. And, like, he's been through crazy shit, obviously. Nothing of that caliber, but it really resonates with his story. And if you know me, you know that I love my dad and I look up to him a lot. So that was my first connection to the film, is because it was so similar, like, to, you know, the immigrant refugee coming to America and is underestimated and
blowing shit up. Yep.
Oh my God, dude. But the lesson that I took away from the movie is that ambition and power in the wrong hands can be extremely destructive, and it's very easy to mistreat. So
I'm a piggyback off that, because my favorite movie, that's a very good point. My favorite movie is essentially The Big Short, which was about the 2008 market crash. It's quite similar if you guys haven't seen it. If you guys have seen like The Wolf of Wall Street, there's some similarities there. But yes, it basically went into like how the power went into the hands of the wrong people, which led...
And greed. Greed is another one.
Which led to the economy collapsing. It's also funny as hell. Like, the movie is hilarious. It has like Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell, a few other people. That's just great. Great cast. But that movie is actually what led me and it, like, made me want to look into getting into real estate, believe it or not. So that's my favorite movie. It's great. I recommend you watch it.
Yeah, exactly. See, there's a similarity.
Yeah.
There's a similarity. But I just love it, okay? I just love it. Leave me alone. The world is yours. What are your goals? I don't like talking about my goals to other people. I don't know if that's weird. I'll talk about it to my close people. To my close friends. No.
So like, in other words, it's none of your fucking business.
No, dude, do you get it or not? Because, like, I'll tell my family, I'll tell you, but I don't like to talk about things until they're achieved.
And not only that, like, a lot of people, like, my husband points it out all the time. He talks about the evil eye.
Yes, dude.
Like, someone can pretend they can be all about you and, like, they're, like, rooting for you and you share your goals with them, and the whole time they're, like, praying for your downfall. So...
That's why I don't like talking about my goals.
Yeah.
I'll just achieve them and you'll see me pop off.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah, you'll see her goals when they come to fruition.
Period. Okay, how did you guys meet? Do you want to tell the story, or do you want me to tell the story? You want me to tell the story?
Go ahead, have fun.
You're crazy.
How about it?
Long story short, we have a mutual friend. Shout out TP.
Shout out TP Brown.
I knew him first. She knew him first.
I was wanting to be like, excuse me?
No, I just meant like I knew him before you.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you knew him first before
Don't get defensive, dog. Oh my God.
Don't try to take my sunlight, my shine.
Anyways, so TP is really the one that mentored me through the whole real estate process and helped me get into it. And I was interviewing with a few other teams before I met her, and I already like had an idea of whose team I wanted to go with prior to meeting her. But from what TP was telling me, because again, I had never spoken to her until our meeting, he would tell me that he knows someone that has pretty much the same vision, similar goals, and he thinks that I would be a perfect fit in that team. And I was like, I'm all for it. However, this one did not want anyone on her team. She was like, I'm fine by myself.
And I was.
And that's okay.
I was so fine by myself. And
aren't you even better now?
TP managed to convince me to bring this criminal on board. But no, I'm really glad that he did, because he was not taking like no for an answer. And I was like, no, I'm good. Like, she's cool. She's great. I'm sure she'll be successful, but like, I'm good. And he was like, nah, we're not doing that. So I'm really glad that he pushed me, because I like met my best friend throughout the process and like my business partner. So that's how we met. Just because we both want to be real estate bosses. I mean.
And now we're besties.
Yeah.
Love it.
I guess. That evil eye.
The side eye.
Go. Just go.
Don't be mean. What was your dream job and career as a kid?
I know your dream job.
No, I had a few. What was my first dream job? Do you know that one?
No.
I told you.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
Fashion designer.
Oh, yes.
But I was like in elementary school. I was like first and second grader drawing designs. I actually looked at my sketches. That would have been
perfect.
I looked at my sketches the other day. I found them not too long ago. I did a pretty good job for being a fucking first or second grader.
I bet you did.
I need to show you.
Please bring them to the office.
I would design like gowns. Like that was my thing. I was like gowns, cocktail dresses. I was like extravagant, dude.
You would have made like the perfect designer. I wanted to be a fucking astronaut. And obviously I'm not. So here I am. And then I moved on to, it's so messed up because I would have loved to work for NASA.
That would be dope.
I told you that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, that would be
but
dope.
But then my mom used to like bring me down and tell me I'm not smart. So I believed her. And so I never pursued it.
You wanted to be an actress too.
I was going to say that. The next I wanted to be an actress. And then my mom ruined that for me as well. And then later on,
me. I'm just kidding.
Our parents are like,
my dad didn't ruin it for me. He was just like, keep it realistic, right?
I could have realistically been an astronaut.
Yeah.
I could have.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, anyway, so that was my second one. I wanted to be an actress. And then finally, it took me a little growing up. After a while, I didn't know what I wanted to do. But then, yeah.
No, mine was fashion designer.
FBI agent?
What came after? What came after designer? I think I just like was just flowing through life.
Yeah.
I was like fashion designer, okay. And then when I got to high school, I was like, okay, FBI. No, just kidding. It was modeling. And now look at her. After fashion designing, it was modeling. Then it was FBI. And the reason I like, when you get to high school, you're like, I gotta keep it real, right? I need a career. Like a stable career. And for me, I was like, okay, well, I would go to college. Ew. I would go to college. I'd, follow through with that. But ultimately, I was like, dude, nah, I can't do this. And then after I graduated high school, decided against that. I was like, okay, well, what can I do from here? I looked into cosmetology. As you know, I was like,
no. I did too. I worked at, what's that fucking horrible place? Not Paul Mitchell's, Aveda Institute.
You worked there?
I worked there, the one in the Pearl District downtown in Portland.
You're joking.
Because I wanted to be a cosmetologist and I worked the front desk and help the students.
Yeah.
That experience alone was like, yeah, no, I'm
not doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No.
After that, I decided on real estate, but I'm modeling now. However, I wanted to make it like my number one career.
Number one thing.
I wanted to like go big in modeling, but now that I'm in business, I'm like, I just want to be wealthy and not seen in private. And I don't want fame. I don't want people to know who I am.
She just wants to stack her dough and have nobody know.
And leave America and disappear.
Yep. Those are great goals. Look at you telling people your goals. She's opening up, everyone.
when I leave America, no one's gonna know where I'm at.
What's next, bitch?
What type of music do you listen to?
I'm the black chick that listens to heavy metal.
She wakes up to that shit.
I do. That's how I wake up. I love heavy metal. I love rap. I love R&B. I can listen to anything except for probably country, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'll go to a rock show. I'll go see Drake. I'd go see Doja Cat. I would love to see Doja Cat live. She's a fucking fabulous performer. I like everything other than country. I'm not going to be hee-hawing everywhere. What about you? What's your thing?
Lately, not even lately, for the past few years, I listen to everything too. I'm international though with it. Like I'll listen to German, French, Spanish, Brazilian, Arabic. My main one is Albanian though, because obviously I'll listen to Albanian music a lot. English though, I mean everything. Again, EDM, house music, rap, R&B, pop. Not really pop anymore. I don't listen to pop that much.
I don't either. I used to really love pop.
Same at some point, but piggybacking off the country thing though, because I'm so open-minded to music. And there's a few country bops out there.
Oh, wow.
I've been listening to, like, not different music, though. Just the same, like, couple country songs that I found. And I'm like, okay, I could really bop to this shit.
Okay. I get what you're saying. There are a few country songs that I bang with.
But it's not like I can play a playlist and just rock with it.
That's what I mean. Like, the other genres, I can, like... Yeah. I can listen to it on the whole... Yeah. No. But country, no.
But I'm still very open-minded to all music. So if you have a banger, send it my way.
Make a suggestion.
What would you tell your younger self? That's a good one.
Run away. Run away, love, love, love. It's a good song.
It is a good song. Who sings that? Is it
Mary J. Blige and Ludacris?
Yeah. Oh my God.
No, seriously though, I would tell myself, do not let anyone stop you for accomplishing your dreams, because like I said, I had my parent steer me away from some great dreams I probably could have accomplished, but that's probably
mine is similar. I would tell my younger self to not give a shit about what anyone thinks or tells you.
Yeah.
Do your own thing. Don't focus on others, because I used to be a people pleaser. I used to really care about what everyone thought. And I think that delayed me in the process a little bit, because I feel like I would have been so much farther in life if I had just focused on myself. Mm-hmm. And those people aren't even in my life anymore. That's the crazy part. So I would tell younger Dina, just focus on you. Go for what you want. Tunnel vision through life. Stay true to your morals and standards. But...
Period.
You know?
I know. What's the next one?
You know? Why are you looking at me like that? Biggest pet peeves.
Whew.
A lot of them. And as I get older, I get more. I have more pet peeves.
Okay, name 2. Go.
Oh my God. I have so many, I don't even know where to start. Slow drivers. Yeah. Fuck all of you.
Yeah.
People with bad hygiene. People who are just incompetent, that lack common sense. That's, I think, in the business and getting older, that's
number 1 for me.
That one stings me so deep. I'm just like, dude, you're so lucky I can't punch you in the face right now.
That's number 1 for me. And people who like to play victims.
That too.
Please.
Oh,
Black folks,
God.
I love you. But we have got to stop. That's another podcast.
Yeah, that's a whole other topic.
That's a whole other topic.
But you can talk about that. I won't talk about that.
The victim mentality and the incompetence, I can't tolerate.
Yeah. No. Mm-mm. What's the worst thing someone's done to you? Where do we start?
I don't even know.
I can't really just pinpoint one. That's actually so sad.
I literally hate everybody. Everyone's done so many wrong things to me.
That's why I have no friends.
Even you. I'm just kidding.
What did I do to you?
Nothing yet.
Tell the world.
I can't think of just one thing.
You act like I won't literally ride or die for you.
Obviously, I'm joking. Shut up. I'm talking about real world now.
Okay, real world now. Let's go. Let's hear it.
I obviously have mommy issues. I would probably say 9 of the 10 things my mom has done.
It usually stems from
my parents.
Yeah. I literally can't pinpoint what's the worst thing someone's done to me. I've been through so much disappointment, betrayal,
Yeah.
anger.
Yeah.
I'm just like, and it's funny because I would say in the past 2 years, I've literally just canceled that out of my life. Like, I don't even think about it. I just like blocked it from my brain. So I don't even think about it anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, but that's like not healthy.
Why? I've already dealt with it.
Oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah, I've already dealt with it. I've healed from it. I'm not like suffering internally.
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't like to focus on negatives. I don't like to focus on bad people or bad things. So here we are. They're no longer here.
Fair enough.
Would you take your ex back?
Oh, which one? They need to specify these things, but I mean, I wouldn't take any of them back. There are no exes that I'm like remote.
That's why
They're
you're
all
an ex.
bums.
That's why you're an ex.
And they're all bums. Like, what could you possibly do for me other than give me a headache? No, thank you.
Yeah, no. Answer is no. Moving on.
She stands on that.
Moving on. Are you single? I am single. She's married, as you heard earlier. Don't try to set me up either. I don't want none of you. Why are you the way you are?
What does
In
that
what
even mean?
aspect, though? Because I perceive it a certain way.
Is that like you being condescending? Or are you like genuinely like, are you like really curious?
Why are you the way you are? The way I perceived it is like your characteristics, your demeanor, your mentality. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I perceived the question.
Why are you the way you are, Dina?
Life.
I mean, isn't that everyone's answer?
Isn't that everyone's answer? I feel like life, because you can like go through so much shit. That's going to force you at some point to change the way you are.
Right.
Mentally.
Your environment.
Yeah, huge.
The people you spend your time with.
Yeah. All of those are significant factors in changing who you are as a person.
Who was around you between the ages of 0 and 7? Like, there's your answer right there. If we want to talk scientific facts, that's why I'm the way I am, because of who I was around and where between the ages of 0 and 7.
Growing. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's always room for growth. There's always room for more self-improvement. And I'm in a really good place, aside from environmentally. I am in a good place mentally with the people I have in my life, with like my career and all of that. Like, I know I'm supposed to be here. You know, I'm not having second thoughts about what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like I have clear goals.
Yeah.
And once you figure that out for yourself, I feel like it becomes easier to just navigate through it.
Amen, sister.
But yeah, that's why we're the way we are. How many kids do you want?
She wants 4. I'll answer that.
I do not want 4. I said 4 would be like the maximum. I might very well have 1 and be done.
Everyone says that, and it doesn't happen.
I would like at least 2. I will suck it up for another one.
Yeah.
So I'll have 2, maybe 3. But the thing I was explaining to her a few days ago is like, if you have 2 and then you have another one, it's like one of them's left out. So you have to have 4.
Yeah.
You got 2 and 2. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We're not there yet. But I'll have at least 2. I would like at least 2. No more than 4. 4 is crazy.
I do not recommend children, and this is coming from a mother. I don't recommend them.
She said I don't recommend kids. Zeke
Little
and Jeremiah
terrorists.
watching this right now.
I know, imagine. He'd be like, bruh.
Mommy, what did you say?
No, that'd be Zeke.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to. He would rip you a good one.
Yeah, he would.
He'd be like, don't come home. This one's for me. Do you still play tennis from time to time? No. The last time I played tennis was like over the summer because of a freaking reunion my high school had. Prior to that was probably like 2 years, and prior to that was probably like 2 or 3 years. I would like to, I just don't have anyone to play with. And it's ugly outside. And I don't like playing indoors. I don't like playing indoors. I like to feel the breeze.
It's a really good workout. We should do it.
Would you play with me?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
We should do it.
Let's do it.
There are also golf lessons at Golf Galaxy if you want to learn how to play golf.
Golf and tennis are pretty similar in terms of like the follow through and the, what's it called? I want to say stance, but not really. Whatever. You know what I'm talking about.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll make plans later. Trump or Biden?
Oh,
Trump.
did you save that for last? Is that
No,
the
there's
last?
some more.
Oh my.
I don't know. I think
You know,
I already said Trump, but like just because if it's between the two,
yeah, I get what you're saying.
you know,
I get what you're saying.
I personally, just none of them, dude. I don't think anyone's ran this country successfully in a long time.
Obama did okay. There were some policies I did not like.
I guess, but I wasn't old enough to understand politics. Well,
but you can always go back and research it. That's what I did.
Yeah, I guess.
When I got more involved and when I started to care. But to answer the question, for, Biden versus Trump, Biden, you got to go.
You got to go.
Trump, I'm hesitant about because the more I look into it, like his immigration policies, I'm like, I never liked.
No.
Even when he was in office in 2016, was not a fan.
Everybody freaked out when he won.
It's not going to be any better this time around, but he is showing signs of improvement with his character. Do I think he can run this country a little bit better outside of like the immigration policies from my research? I would say yes. Like, bro, in 2016, everyone had money. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Our economy was
booming.
Yes.
It was so good. And that's the only thing that I missed.
Great.
Like, that's why I like exclude everything else and I'm like, bring him
back. Which was actually shocking because a lot of people like to think of Trump as like this like great businessman. And I'm not to say that he's not, but he's fucked up big time so many times. So like, looking back, I'm like, he did pretty fucking good in that aspect. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who I'm going to vote for because there are some things. It's definitely not Biden. Like, that's a definite no. No.
Bye, Biden.
Trump, I'm considering.
Sleepy Joe.
I'm considering. I'm still doing more research and trying to make sure, like, most of the things align. But he seems like the best option for sure.
I hear you.
Robert F. Kennedy is the independent candidate. And I'm looking at him too, but he seems kind of scary too. He seems like
they're all scary.
He's fucking out there, dude. Like
they're all scary, dude.
That's another different podcast.
Politics is a whole other thing.
Yeah.
How are you so pretty? Who asked this question is, I don't know. Ask my parents. Genetics. Baby.
Is it someone who's ugly that asked you this question?
No. It's very ironic, but.
Oh, he's cute. She's cute. They're cute?
He.
Okay. He, she, they, them. You never know these days. You gotta ask.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
I think I already told you. Did I already tell you?
No, I need some tea.
Okay, well, you're gonna get tea. How much do you love your dogs?
That's a stupid question.
More than anyone or anything in this planet.
Duh.
How could you not? What other ones did we not answer? What advice would you give to someone who wants to start a business? I feel like we highlighted this in our other podcast. Do it.
Yeah, literally just do it. But like have a plan,
you
right?
have to have a plan, a budget.
Write it
down. You know
down.
what I saw the other day? What's his face? Jeff Bezos. He started Amazon with $7 in his bank account.
Okay,
I don't know.
But he also got a loan from Daddy. He's not.
All right. I'm just saying. Pretend that didn't happen. Okay.
And he wouldn't be here.
Elon shared a hotel room with roommates and slept on the couch for 2 years.
He also got a nice fat loan. Like, none of those billionaires are truly self-made. I hate to say it. Yes, they did what anyone would do. Yes. Most business owners, if they don't go from their mommy or their daddy, they go to a bank and they get a loan. Yes. So I'm not discrediting their hard work, but when people say shit, oh, he only had $7 in his bank account.
It was an idea. If you have an idea, you can bring it to life. Point of the story.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So honestly, just do it. And like we talked about this on our other podcast, don't spend money on college if you're not looking to get into professions that require a degree. Do your research.
I know. Imagine getting a college degree for business administration.
I laugh. I'm so sorry for any of you watching this. Please don't take it personal. But actually, I don't care because what are you doing?
They're trying to figure it out.
But even if you have it paid for, like that's a waste of time. Within that 4 years, you could have built. I'm done. That's your business, not mine. That's why I'm not doing it. But anyways, just do it. Save up some money for a few months, 6 months, however long, and just do it. You never know. And like, don't expect it to be easy. Don't expect it to take off right away. Because don't let that discourage you is what I'm trying to say. Because nothing good comes easy.
Amen.
Do we have any other questions? Will you go on a date with me? No. When will you have my kids?
Never.
Thank you. I think what's your dream car? That's the last one.
I have mine.
Your dream car was a Tesla?
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. For 5 years.
Wow. I don't really have a dream car. I've been around nice cars all my life. Thank you, Timmy.
Shout out to Timmy.
Shout out to my father. Yeah, I don't really have a dream car. I'm not like, I know people will say, oh, a Lambo, oh, a Ferrari, or like something exotic, a G-Wagon, something crazy. I like E36 M3s.
Yeah.
BMWs.
I just love the innovation behind the Tesla. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm such I love innovation.
Opposite though, like the 95 to 99, like late 90s E36 M3 BMWs to die for. You, on the other hand, she likes Teslas. I could never have an electric car.
If there's any other brand that has, and so many other brands are coming out with electric cars, and if it's better than a Tesla, I'll consider it. But I love
Mercedes came out with an electric car. Or I think they've been out with an electric car. I don't know.
They have been, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't pay attention to electric cars.
They're the best.
I mean, good for you. That's just not my thing, and that's okay. That's why we balance. We drove here in her Tesla today.
We did.
She's cute. Shout out Pearl.
Shout out to Pearl.
I think that's all. This last one's in Albanian, but it's not a question. So, should I read it?
Read it. Say it
in Albanian.
Yeah.
S'kam pyetje veç ylje, which means I don't have a question, but you're a star.
Oh.
That's
a beautiful way to end this.
I know. How sweet.
Q&A.
How sweet.
What a darling. Who is it?
Darling. I actually don't know the person.
Oh.
I really don't. Like, she's not personally or anything.
Fan.
I think he's from my city, though.
Like, your city in America? Or
no, my city in Kosovo.
Oh, okay.
He's based in Kosovo. Actually, I don't know if he's from my city, but...
Shout out.
He's an artist. Fatlum. Shout out. The only person I shouted at. Anyways, that is all the questions that we got, actually. And we read them all and we answered them all. So please give us a round of applause.
Give them a round of applause.
And you
for
guys.
being nosy as fuck. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you at the next show.
See you at the top.